What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick and welcome back to another album review. Today we're taking a look at this Prism EP from Rainbow that was released sometime in the last week. I can't remember the exact day, but Rainbow of course is back. They're promoting this album with the song Woo and that music video, and it's just fantastic. Overall, that whole song and all that stuff is great. So we're not talking about that specifically. We're here to get down into the album and talk about that as a whole, maybe highlight some individual songs, and just go from there to give you an idea basically of what I think of the album as a whole. So let's basically get started. So the main thing with this album is, if you listen to Woo, you're not gonna get much different than that. You're gonna get different varying levels of energy and tempo from Woo throughout this album, but there is not much difference in every song. You get the same. I mean, the whole thing, right? It's Rainbow as a group. The title of the album is Prism, which is you shine the light through the prism and then it kind of like splits off into all the different colors of the rainbow or whatever. So with that, so the whole idea behind Rainbow, I think, or at least from the way that I look at it, right, is that Rainbow and the fact that every member in the group is kind of represented by their own color kind of is supposed to signify and represent that like each member brings their own sort of like thing to the group. They each contribute in a unique way, and I think that they do that in the song that they're promoting this album with. And of course the colors highlight that and all that stuff. They all each have their own individual quality that they combine together to make up the group. And the main thing that Rainbow over their career has been known for, at least from my perspective and from what I understand, is just putting out music that is fun, that they have a lot of fun making the music video for. I think Rainbow is one of the few groups in K-pop that is, kind of allowed to have fun with the music that they do, and just allowed to like kind of live their lives the way that they want to. Because if you follow some of the members on Instagram, you see a lot of stuff that they do like just as for fun. Like Jaekyung does a lot of art. You get some they have, it seems, a lot more freedom than apparently the rest of the idols in the world are going to share on Instagram. So DSP is kind of cool, I think, in that way. And they're much more focused, I think, on like what the individual members want to do as opposed to like what the group wants to do. So Rainbow is all about having fun. The music videos are fun to watch, the music is fun to listen to. Woo is really, really fun, and this entire album is a lot of fun, and that's fantastic. That's, like I said, that is the main quality. That's what Rainbow is all about. So it's awesome that you get, the album is 5 songs long. You got an instrumental track, so you basically got 5 songs of fun. Except for the first song, because it's not particularly fun. They flipped the normal progression of songs where you start with like whatever your first song is and you go down to the end, which is the ballad song. Well, they open up the introduction song. Track number 1 on the album is the ballad, and it's a really nice kind of ballad song. It's really, really nice. You go from that to Woo, and then you progress through different variations and sounds and takes on the fun upbeat sound and style that Rainbow likes to do. And then you finish off with the song Eye Contact, track number 5, which is not really, it still fits, but they've definitely stepped the general like energy and stuff like that down a little bit. And what you get with the song titled Eye Contact is something that is like, I would describe it as a smooth and sensual kind of sounding song. And well, it's called Eye Contact, so maybe that has something to do with the way that it sounds and the content of the lyrics and stuff. I haven't looked into that because we're focusing more on the way that this sounds versus the meaning of the songs. So, I really like it. And, when I talked about my previous album review for Jaejung's newest album, where a lot of one of the things that I look at or like to take note of when I listen to an album is how does it progress from its start to finish? What sort of journey does it take me on? And Jaejung's album is a journey that has plenty of twists and turns through it, where you go from songs that sound similar but also very, very different at the same time, as you go on. This album is basically a pretty straight shot. It goes, from the first song, Pretend, and it just goes in, each song flows nicely into another, and it's not like, you're taking any sort of drastic steps from one song to another, within like energy levels and just general style of sound and all that stuff. The one thing that they all have in common, like I said, is that upbeat energy and the fact that they're fun, and that's great. Like I said, it defines Rainbow. It is exactly what makes Rainbow who they are as a group. And this album, the title of the album, all that stuff really, really is the definition, highlights what this group is all about. And I think that that this is supposed to be kind of like the album that is not to really to like redefine but reinforce, right, what these girls are all about. Because with their previous album, Black Swan, I think it's called Insomnia, I can't remember specifically what it's called, but they went from basically Rainbow and being a multicolored group to being a black and white and grim and depressed group with that album. And while that was cool, I really liked it, it did not fit with the character of the group, in my opinion. And I was prepared for for their next comeback to be something similar to that, but the fact that they come out with something different like this, and it's definitely like, again, reminds me exactly of like what Rainbow is all about. It makes me really, really happy that they decided to go in this direction instead of carrying on with their whole black image. So they've gone back, they've gone from black, and they've brought the color back to this group, and it's really, really awesome. So overall, how would I spend my money on this if I'm going to spend my money at all? And I definitely will spend my money on this because I like the album, I like the group, and it's worth spending money to support something that you like, in my opinion. And of course, that's the main way with anything that you consume, whether that's food or music or whatever product it is that you buy from a store somewhere. The greatest way to show your support and show that you like what they are doing is to spend money on it. So that's what I'm going to do at some point in the future. It's going to be added to my very long list of albums that I will buy in their physical form, because I'd rather physically have an album than one that's digital. And but it'll be coming sometime. I'm thinking that I'm definitely going to aim to put this on an order that I make by the end of the year. So, but money and stuff like that. So there you go. My review, overall opinion of this album from Rainbow. It's really, really great, and it brings back what Rainbow is all about, and brings back the color to this group, which they did not have for their previous release, and I'm glad to see that it's back. So there you go. What do you think about this album? What do you think of Rainbow? What do you think of their newest comeback? Whatever your thoughts are, put it down in the comment box below. Let's talk about it. Also, follow me on social media. I've got Twitter and Instagram that you can follow me on. You can also like my Facebook page. There's links to those profiles in the description box below, so click on those and check me out. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.